Hello, I am Stephanie Joy, the attorney at All Things Social Security and Joy Disability Law. Your video is about to start. I just wanted to remind you that if you click the join button below, you can learn more about the memberships offered at a very affordable price that can give you a little more direct attorney answers to your questions. Have a great day and enjoy the video. Good afternoon, everybody. Okay, I just got off the phone with it's a consultation of sorts, but really I just consider it the review of the evaluation form someone sent in asking to be reviewed to see if they could viably file for Social Security Disability or SSI. So in this case, and this is just a reminder, this gentleman is still working full time. It's getting extremely difficult. Even his doctor says he should stop working and file for disability. I did explain to him that when a doctor says that, it's wonderful that they are on board with the concept of it, because a lot of, there are plenty of doctors, being human, that are a little biased and don't think people are necessarily unable to work, even if they might have to change jobs or something. Okay. So the fact that the doctor is supportive in a way that reflects that he thinks the person is really, really impaired and it's a health issue and or just beyond the pale in terms of working, it is a good sign, because that kind of doctor might be willing, if needed, to provide more details as to his opinion on the patient's functional limitations down the road, if that is not already clear from his records and the way he narrates them and records things. But, and this is a problem for a lot of people. How do you stop work and survive, if you don't have a financial support system so that you can file? So I did have to explain, so I'm just going to reiterate it here. You have to stop working full-time, and you have to stop working in a part-time manner that exceeds the current SGA level. SGA, substantial gainful activity. In 2024, SGA is $1,550 per month. That is gross before any deductions, including taxes. Okay. So that is a bare minimum. You can be working part-time and earning under SGA, and you can still file. Obviously, you'll have to, the proofs are still going to be the same arduous proofs. And, you'll have to prove that you're unable to perform any job full-time. But you want to keep track of your part-time work if you're doing it this way. Make sure you don't go over. If you're on set hours that with your wage keep you breathable under that SGA, that's great. If you're in the kind of job where the money varies, it could be tip earning jar, it could be commission earning, that's going to be a little more difficult. I've seen many times people go over because sometimes it's because they're not paying attention. Sometimes it's because they don't know what those tips are going to be. It shows up on a credit card, and meanwhile, you have all these other hours scheduled that you have to be there, and more money is going to be rolling in. So with those kind of jobs, I definitely recommend staying the money that you expect as a general average, keep it well under the SGA 1550. In my opinion, that is the best practice. So in this case, we're going to have another discussion, because I think this gentleman is going to have to stop working. It is a really serious condition. It's not merely a chronic pain condition, which can certainly be a reason to have to stop working. It's a little different than that, because there is probably some health aspects that continuing to work is hurting for an otherwise very dangerous condition. So in any event, I don't know what he's going to do. Will he be able to stop altogether? It's probably not possible to get part-time work where he lives in the field he's in. So it would be part-time work of another, if he decides to go that way, of another career, probably. Anyway, I leave that up to him, but I just shared the information of what has to be done before he can even file. And for those that have seen these other videos, I also suggested, and you don't file the day after you stop working in this particular instance. You're going to probably assert that as your onset date, but I do not recommend filing like that. Optically, I don't recommend it. And for practical reasons, your case is going to go headlong into it, and you may not have the medical evidence that would be best had for the kind of claim you have at that juncture, because you've been working. You might have certainly medical evidence of the impairment and the diagnoses, but it may not be rising to the level that would be very persuasive that one is fully disabled from all 12,000 jobs out there, not just the one you had in that first review. And to throw away the opportunity to win on initial, I don't think is wise, particularly when reconsideration, although things do get flipped on reconsideration, is a less chance than even on initial. So I suggest having your case lined up and prepared. It doesn't take long, a few months, before you file, so that there is something for that reviewer to look at, and you're giving them more of a reason to award you on initial. The alternative is you're probably gonna have to go to a hearing, and that could be a couple years away. So anyway, you can rush, haste makes waste, or do it with a little planned guidance. Okay, so we'll see what this gentleman decides to do. I am here if and when he needs me. Very nice person, lovely person actually. And anyway, hope you all have a great night. I'll talk to you later. Bye.